maybe we'll witness that.
Listening to what you're saying, I wouldn't really think it would be haunted, but maybe just they have spirits, you know. None of the spirits have anything against anyone at the White House, but they're just there to help, you know.
True.
So, yeah.
I'm definitely gonna do some more research on why they say the White House is haunted. Yeah, and you, our lovely listeners here, feel free to research on that too and see what you think about that. You know, everyone has different views on this, you know.
Another fun fact is trick-or-treating has existed since medieval times.
I'm kind of not surprised by that, considering how all the countries and their cultures are celebrating it. Yeah, it makes sense it would go way back then. Here's an interesting one. So apparently a city in Canada has banned teens over 16 for trick-or-treating. Wow. They banned them from doing that.
I'm not surprised because even if you're over 16 here in the U.S., you know.
Yeah. You look weird?
You looked at weird. Okay. No matter if it's in Florida, California, people look at you as if you're strange. Like, why are you celebrating a child's holiday? A lot of people look at Halloween as a child holiday. And trick-or-treating, they look at that as a child activity. Like, why are you taking candy away from children? Why are you trick-or-treating? So I'm not even surprised that it's banned.
You know what? I totally forgot about that. That it really did blank out from my mind for a second. That trick-or-treating is literally you going up and taking candy from strangers, and there's a bunch of kids around you, right? I totally forgot about that. So I do get it why they would ban teenagers over 16 to do that. But, you know, still interesting though.
Yeah, but the sad part is if that's their only source of fun for Halloween, you know, and they don't like to maybe go out to parties or anything, you know, that shouldn't be taken away from them. So they should be able to trick-or-treat. If that's their source of fun, you know, that's what they find to be fun on Halloween, they should be able to do that, you know? So.
You know, it definitely mixed feelings from this, for sure. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. Okay, here's another one.
Yeah, what's another fun fact?
As you guys know from learning about Halloween, Irish immigrants brought Halloween to the U.S.
Yes. That is very true. And it's quite amazing how, like...
They had such a big influence on our culture.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that the U.S. is... it's not just, like, one single culture. I like to think of it as a big brew of multiple cultures together, right? And how they coexist. So I really appreciate that the Irish immigrants had brought Halloween to the U.S. That's amazing. And also another amazing thing by the Irish is the jack-o'-lanterns were inspired by an Irish legend. So, yeah. Next time you carve a pumpkin or you put candles in it to make it glow, just think about that this came from a different culture. This came from a legend. And if you want, you can research on what that legend is. Okay, so now on to how you can celebrate Halloween as a college student. Now, with it still being in the midst of a pandemic and everything, some of these things you can go with your own choice and do safely, and we'll also offer some alternatives on if you don't want to do these in-person activities.
Of course. Starting off, you can go to a Halloween party, which I definitely recommend.
Yeah, you can also go to a Halloween festival or a haunted attraction. Actually, while you recommended doing something on Alameda, I have something to recommend from, oh my gosh, you know what's called, like, for Tracy, Lathrop, that area? You know what they're called? Not San Joaquin Valley. I don't know, but in that area, in Tracy and Lathrop, there's this farm called the Deloso Farm, right? And my family actually lives right next to it, which is a big park, because this farm, it holds big seasonal attractions and events, and they're really well known for their Halloween and their Christmas events that they hold. So it's there where you get nice baked goods, you get fresh hot apple cider, you have small kiddie rides, you have a petting zoo. It's just really amazing. Like, and there's also a haunted house that you can go through, like not a real house, but like, you know how you can go on those attractions and you know there's like scary people coming up to you and whatnot. Yeah, so they have that, and they also have a huge corn maze. Yeah. they give you a map and everything, and you also have this, so it's safe because you can, at like parts of this maze, you can climb up on the structure and see where you are. Wow. So it's not too bad. Like it's pretty safe. But yeah, so it's called the Deloso Farm. So if you're interested, check that out. You can get tickets for any day of the week, and their prices range like on the weekdays and the weekends. So definitely double check on that. And it ends on the 31st.
Wow. So I'm definitely going to check that out because I've never been in a corn maze.
Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, you should check that out then, for sure. Yeah.
Here's another thing you guys can do. You can watch scary movies. And for people that are not too fond of scary movies, as myself, you can just go and watch a bunch of Halloween movies. It doesn't have to be specifically scary.
Not horror, like just like a little bit spooky or like, nice.
And you can have a movie night with your friends.
Yeah, whether in person or virtual.
Right, invite all your friends.
Yeah. Another thing you can do is you can go trick-or-treating with your younger siblings.
Yes.
So make sure you don't hog all the candy for yourself, but you make sure that you can get some for your, your family and your younger friends.
Right. Yeah. Another thing you can also do is have a Halloween dinner. So make all your favorite meals, or maybe you can have your friends, if you guys are from a different culture, bring your favorite meal from your culture, and you guys can just all eat that, have like a little potluck, but it'd be a Halloween dinner,
I have never had a Halloween dinner, but, probably should have one. That would be a lot of fun.
That would.
And the desserts better be good, because Halloween is definitely centered on sweets. So.
Right, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Personally, I'm not a fan of pumpkin pie. I've had it, but it really doesn't like hit deep, But I do love pumpkin bread.
Me too. Starbucks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Starbucks. I had a pumpkin spice latte. Gave me one of the worst stomach aches ever.
Really?
Yeah, I am avoiding that. I am avoiding that in the future. But pumpkin bread is good.
It is. Yeah. Have you ever had sweet potato pie?
No, but that sounds amazing.
I actually will bring you some. I would do that. I'll have my mom make some, and it's let me tell you.
Yeah.
I loved pumpkin pie growing up, and I thought it was so good, right? But in my family, we don't eat pumpkin pie. Like, I'm half Nigerian and half African American. My mom's African American.
Right.
So obviously, as most people know, you have macaroni and cheese, sweet potato pie, stuff like that. So they make sweet potato pie. They don't like pumpkin pie. Wow. And growing up, I didn't like sweet potato pie. I felt like it was too sweet. But my mom found this recipe. Excellent recipe.
Yeah.
And she made sweet potato pie. And I was a pumpkin pie lover. I don't eat pumpkin pie at all anymore.
It's all that sweet potato pie.
It's so good, and it's not too sweet. She has like her own little
special recipe.
It's delicious.
I feel like it's just a thing.
Yeah.
Some moms have this special recipe that makes the food you eat amazing.
Right.
Yeah. My mom, she has this great recipe for this cake in our culture called kudresh. Oh. And it's made with condensed milk and...
Oh, I love condensed milk.
Yes. Oh, I gotta bring you some of that then.
It brings... oh my gosh. It brings the flavor, like, to a whole nother level.
Soft and just so delectable.
Yeah, that's what my mom puts in her sweet potato pie.
Are you serious?
Yes.
We gotta exchange these condensed milk cakes.
And I realized pumpkin pie does not. That's why it kind of tastes kind of bland. A lot of people do not use it, but sweet potato pie has it in there, and it gives it this sweet, but not overbearing flavor,
Yeah.
I love...
We gotta do an exchange that.
Definitely.
With a Halloween dinner, you could have a Halloween potluck, and, we just brought a great example of how you can exchange such wonderful meals. Yeah. And if you can't, if you're overwhelmed with homework and classwork and whatnot,
sadly.
You can also... Yeah, sadly. We feel you. You can also use this time in the evening while everyone else is out. You will probably be at home with peace and whatnot. And you can catch up on your homework. And after you do your homework, you can just put on a nice movie and relax, Yeah. And then ask kindly one of your siblings or your sibling to give you some candy so you can enjoy it. That would definitely be nice. And so that's some tips we have on how you can spend your Halloween.
As a college student.
But you know what? Moving on to our announcements, we also have 2 more events on what you could do related to Las Positas. So LPC's photography and video department was working on this spooky film festival, and it's actually going to air this Saturday, the 23rd at 6 p.m. So basically, it's composed of these films created by students with the theme of Halloween or spookiness and whatnot. I'm definitely going to tune in and watch that with my family. And it's virtual, and it's going to be held on Zoom. So for the meeting ID, you will need to type in these numbers. So listen carefully. 815-9390-2069. And I'll repeat again. The ID is 815-9390-2069. So that's what you'll put as your meeting ID on Zoom. And then the password is 6, capital S, capital F, again, capital F, 21. So 6SFF21. So that's going to happen again on the 23rd, this Saturday at 6 p.m. So definitely tune in with that. And then there's also a trunk or treat that's going to be hosted by the Veterans Program. And that's going to happen, I have it pulled up here. That's going to happen on Thursday, October 28th, happening from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. And this is basically where you can design your car. So instead of doing your house, decorating it, you decorate your car and then you wear your costumes. And I think you can still get candy. You still can get candy.
Right.
So yeah, so definitely check that out. It's going to be hosted by our fellow veterans here on campus. So for that, you can just go to the Veterans First program page on our college website, and then you go to their events, and you will see that the flyer for Trunk or Treat is at somewhere in the middle of it. So yeah, definitely we can take a look at that. That's gonna be fun too.
I think so too.
Yeah, and that's it for this episode. Yeah,
and always remember, we're all hawks, one flock. Have a great day, guys.
Have a spooky Halloween.